Is your name Haley?
Yes, my name is Haley.
Okay, I said it right. Where you calling me from, babe?
I'm calling you from Chicago.
Okay, Chicago's. Is that where you live?
Yes, that's where I live now. Yep.
Okay,
But
Haley,
I'm from
Chicago.
Detroit though. From
You're from
Detroit.
Detroit. Okay, Haley, Chicago. How old are you?
I'm 28.
28. Okay. What do you do for a living?
I'm a therapist. I was actually on here before, but didn't. I don't feel like I fully did the interview. I think it was kind of later on in the evening. One of the last ones, but yeah, I'm a therapist.
Did you get any reaction?
I did. I talked to one person. We talked on like Instagram for like an hour. It was a cool conversation, but then we just like never talked again. So, um, that's it.
Okay. So you want to take it from the top? You know you only get two times on the show.
Absolutely.
All right. So Haley, Chicago, 28. You're a therapist.
Yes, I'm a therapist.
Okay. Do you have any children?
No, I don't have any children.
No kids. What's your zodiac sign?
I'm an Aquarius.
Aquarius. So we got Haley, Chicago, 28, Aquarius, therapist, no kids.
No
What kind
kids.
what kind of man you looking for, baby?
I'm looking for a considerate man and a man that's like doing like already doing the work on himself. Um and someone who is not afraid to afraid to keep themselves accountable, but then also like in a partnership I value accountability and growth, and so I'm looking for that kind of man. I think I'm looking for not think I'm looking for a generous man, and not even in just like finances. Like I'm working. I kind of from your show learning like it's not enough just to be like asking for a man who has different stuff than I do. So I've been like actually working on myself as far as like the qualities that I want. So very generous. Like I'm very giving, both with my time and with like just my energy. And so yeah, and then so I mean, going back to giving part, like giving not even just financially, but actions. I believe in like love languages, right? So actions, words. I value that because I'm a giver. So two givers together, what? Imagine what we can give the world.
Okay. What are your deal breakers?
Deal breakers is someone who so just in doing a lot of dating there on first dates bringing up other women. I'm not really I value people's stories and people's journeys. But I'm not really looking for someone who has like a vendetta about women and dating and just assuming everybody wants money. I don't really want money. I want to make my own money. That's where I feel like pride and things like that. And so yeah, that would be a deal breaker. Another deal breaker is like no desire to like learn about themselves. So if you are opposed to therapy, if you're opposed to like um just like that growth and getting that third party or that a second opinion, I think would be a deal breaker as well. Um yeah, someone who like doesn't date. Like I believe in going out and experiencing and traveling. Like if you're just so locked into like where you are and your location, like that is a big thing for me as well too. Like I want to travel. I'm going to every continent in the world. So that's a goal, and you have to have the same goal as mine as well.
Okay, so he has to have a passport.
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely. With
Uh,
stamps, with stamps, because you need to have been somewhere to know how to
now,
actually look for
okay, so the passport people, you're not the first to say this. Actually, I
something.
said it. I said it because well, you need a passport to travel the countries to other
Hmm.
countries. But can you help a person get a passport? Or you want them to already have their passport?
Yeah, we can work on it. Like
Okay.
if you want your first experience to be traveling with me, that's cool.
Okay. Now,
Mhm.
does he have to look a certain way, Haley?
I like chocolate, man. Tall chocolate, man. Taller chocolate, man. I'm 5'7" myself. So chocolate is what I prefer, but honestly, whatever. I'm not really um I don't think I'm really picky when it comes to that. Like if we're vibing, we're vibing.
Okay. What about
Mhm.
money? Do he got to make a certain amount of money?
No certain amount of money. Again, I think something I have learned from your show is like you don't ask for stuff that you're not also offering. Um, but as long as you're able to like take care of yourself, um, yes,
Let me
absolutely.
jump into that. That's not
Mhm.
really the answer though, because there's
Okay.
women who get married to millionaires every day and they don't have money,
Hmm.
right? So I think the answer is, I mean, first of all, every individual is different. So it's a blanket statement. I just think if you want a certain man that makes a certain amount of money, you should learn that man. And genuinely, those men, they start with looks, genuinely. Second, if they want to have children, are you going to help them create their legacy? You know, third, do you fit into their life? Are you going to bring them peace? Because, you know, men that make a lot of money have to work hard. Like, this money don't be falling from the sky, child. So they get real picky. And now that the internet exists, and every man know if he make 100K, and if he over 6 feet, he know the world want him. So yes, I will say this though. I believe in becoming the best human being that you can be in life, which is have money, right? It will definitely help. But it's not really always the way men select. But again, there's every man is different.
Yeah. Well, I'm a couples therapist. So like I deal with couples issues. And when it comes to finances, like I hear people with unrealistic and I don't really like using the word delusional. Like I think we call somebody delusional. Like I think that's like cool. Like I mean that's not cool. But I believe in
But no,
like
I
being
will say this
realistic.
though. Some people
Okay.
are really delusional, and as in not in a disrespectful way, just
Mhm.
they really don't have a clue. Like they really don't even know that they don't have a clue. So that would be delusional. Real quick, you're a couple therapist, you're not in a relationship?
I am. No, I'm not.
Have
Which
you
is
never
what go
have you
ahead.
ever been in a relationship?
I have. My last relationship ended last April.
Oh, okay, okay. Was it
Uh,
like a long-term relationship?
no, we were only dating for like 4 months.
Not saying, I mean, I don't know. I would think that job, I would want to talk to a married therapist if I was in
Mhm.
couples therapy or someone that's
Right.
been married.
Right. But I feel like it's a certain I see couples all day and I feel like one of the things that they're looking for is how to reassert themselves as individuals and couples. Like I've been in this relationship for a long period of time. I've lost myself. I become a parent. I've lost myself. Right. And so I believe that right now I'm on a journey I think we are continually on a journey, right? But in order to be the best me individually, so that when I do have a partner who's also working to be the best them, we can kind of do that together. Like my biggest concern is like losing myself in a relationship. And so I think that that's a strength that I use in therapy, actually being an individual, learning my individual self and being able to take that viewpoint and put that into couples. Like don't forget yourself in a relationship, that's important. There's a you in couple. So when people get together they lose themselves. I'm like, okay, what do you like to do? How do you like your steak cooked? Like, you don't just have to order medium well because he ordered medium well. Um, so when people say that all the time, like I'm a couple and family therapist, I'm single, I also don't have any children, but I also help people work towards parenting goals. I help people work towards relationship goals, communication, all that. So yes, some people don't see me, and I've been very honest and transparent and authentic about that. Like I am single, I am not dating, but I think that also just adds to my like authenticity in the therapy space.
Got you. I do
Yeah.
want to say, I forget who said it because the comments are going so fast, but I saw
Mhm.
someone that said that Kendra was single, giving single advice. If you used to listen to all the advice I would give you, I was telling you it was advice from wives. I was telling you it was advice from married people. I
Tell
was
it.
telling you it was advice from relationships. And guess what? I ain't single no more. So if you would have took the
Okay.
advice that I was
Okay.
giving you, that wives was giving me to give to you, that people in relationships was giving you, then your ass may be like me and not single anymore too. Ho. I don't know who said it, but I just
Cool.
like the word ho. Ho was like my word in 2024 for some reason. Back to you, Haley. Back to
Back
you.
to me.
All right. Okay. Let's do the Kendra Cam.
Okay, I'm gonna try to
Someone said
think.
you can learn from anyone, and that is true. You can learn from mistakes. I tell y'all, okay, hi, boo.
I'm
No,
chilling. I'm chilling.
one thing I will say is yes, I will say you can learn from anyone. And this is why I always feel like a lot of y'all really have never dated the man y'all describe because I've dated that man 10,000 times and he could be the worst. Like men, that tall, dark skinned man who got like a lot of money. I mean, I got blessed with a good one, but in my past, child, they were a mess. And you get to the point where you don't even care about the money no more because your peace of mind, your soul cannot tolerate the type of disrespect men with a lot of money can ask. Now, I used to talk about Cassie all the time before she sued Diddy, before I even knew all the back story. Before I knew the backstory, I used to be like, think about this. Cassie left a billionaire and married a trainer to have a family with, because the billionaire man that she dated for at least 10 years was never going to make her wife. And she could have been a baby mama. Like, she could have definitely got a child from Diddy if that's what she wanted, but she didn't want that. In order for her to become a wife, she had to marry a whole different man. Now we know all the shit she was dealing with those 10 years. So I don't want to say it. Let me say it on you, Haley. Haley, when was your last relationship?
Last, I think I said April. Last April. It
April.
was 4 months.
You
Yeah.
don't you don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
Last July.
That's okay.
Mhm.
Why? What are three flaws you have to work on in a relationship?
Ooh, this is so fun. Oh my gosh, I love this question. So like, so I just turned 28, right? My birthday was Saturday, and literally, I feel like all my lessons from that year just like hit me all at once. So like avoidance, like I sometimes avoid stuff because like who wants to like just sit in like negative emotions all the time? So I definitely got that. I'm working on that. That's something that I'm working on. Um, so that's one. Number two is like sometimes it's difficult for me. Like I'm organized up here, but like unless I like sit down and take the time, it's difficult for me to like get organized. But like I can get there. I'm type B, so I'm not naturally type A. Naturally organized, but like being a therapist, you kind of have to be because you have to keep your own schedule. So I'm learning in that as well. And number three, um, I'm kind of like all over the place sometimes. Like when I'm like in my unhealthiest, if anybody knows the Enneagram, I'm a 7 on the Enneagram. So like I like doing a lot of different stuff. So I also have a candle business as well. I also do like some social media like management and content creation and stuff. So I'm multi-talented, but also sometimes that means like my focus is like really weird as far as like being able to focus on one thing at a time. When I'm locked in, I'm locked in. When I'm not, it's kind of like all over the place. So I'm working on that professionally, personally, all areas of my life. Romantically. So that's three flaws I was calling myself on
Okay.
accountability.
And why would a guy be lucky to be with you, Haley?
Because I can call myself out on stuff. I know when I'm not listening. I know when I need to like shut up and be quiet. And not shut up and be quiet, but like shut up and be quiet as far as like talking too much, which I also also do. But also that's a strength because who wants to be with like somebody boring and dry and like right. So that's one and two ish. Number three, I'm very giving and caring. I'm a nurturer. Like I love kids. I love other people's kids too. Like that's my favorite thing. Like babysitting and then giving people kids back. That's one of my favorite things to do. I love kids. I love family. I believe in the unit and believe in systems. And I'm trying to break generational curses. I think that's a strength. And doing the work on myself. If I'm gonna do hard work on myself, then that means I need to like choose wisely, choose a partner wisely. I'm going through all these difficult lessons, learning a lot about myself, and so I don't want to just be with nobody. I want to be with somebody.
Okay. All right, Kaylee, you're 28. What's the age range you would date?
Um, no older than 32.
Okay. Should he be in Chicago?
He doesn't have to be no.
Okay. All right, we already did it. How can the guy reach out to you, boo?
Instagram. My Instagram is ayohay, AYEYOHAY.
All right, I love it. Keep me posted how it goes, honey.
Okay, cool. Thank
Bye,
you.
bro.
Bye
Bye.
bye. I hope you feel better.
I
I
do
saw your
feel
story.
better.
You
I
had
feel so
okay.
much better.
Good.
Okay, so I didn't talk about it on YouTube. So I
No.
actually had an abscess that was on my back shoulder. Y'all can't see it now, but there's a big patch. I was in the ER yesterday. I have a whole life outside of this show. I didn't do none of the IG story because I was doing real shit. But I was in ER for 8 hours and they removed my abscess. So if you ever had an abscess or a cyst removed, then you know the pain of it. So but I made it through. Shout out to my man who made sure he stayed with me in ER. That's the kind of those are the qualities y'all want, ladies. You want a man's going. He wasn't in town. Drove 2 hours to be with me in the ER, and baby, we ain't leave till 5 a.m. So, but I feel better. Thank you for
Okay,
asking.
good. And make sure you eat too. I saw you didn't eat. So make sure you get you some food. You said on Instagram
Oh
you didn't
yeah,
get none.
I did eat. That's why I'm
Okay,
late.
good.
I ate.
Good, good,
That's why
good.
we're literally late for the
They
show.
was
I was
tripping on you.
eating.
They were like, oh, where's Kendra? Like, where's she at? I'm like, she gotta eat, y'all. Okay, she
No,
gotta
no,
eat.
no.
Anyway, okay.
Bye, Haley
Bye
Boo.
bye.